Hey guys, I know it's been a while. Y'all don't gotta attack me right now. I know. I missed last month's upload just because one, I couldn't find my SD card and my computer, my adapter wasn't working. So I was just like, you know what, scrap the video. I didn't even do any good progress anyway. So now I'm here giving y'all this update. I don't even remember what update it is, but just know I'm here. Still have no progress, but I'll explain why. So for all of y'all that forgot what this project even is, it's called Project A to Z, created by Jessica and Amanda. All of my things are eyeshadow palettes from letter A to Z. So I honestly don't know how I'm gonna do this. Like, I didn't update April. I guess I have to show you March's. I'm pretty sure I have to show March up until now. I'm gonna just tell y'all March and April. So we're starting off with A. We have the 35T palette from Morphe, and our shade was Another Round. And in March I used it one time. April I didn't use it any. And let me explain. Basically March through April I started like uploading eyeshadow tutorials on TikTok using every single eyeshadow palette that I have. So I haven't had time to actually use my Project Pan palettes yet. I don't have any progress on any of them, honestly. Some of them I only used like one time. Some of them I haven't used at all. For B, we have my Ohana Wet n Wild palette in the shade Be Wild. I believe I hit pan in January. So yeah, we're just gonna skip over this. For C, I have the Chocolate Gold Bar palette, and the shade is called Classy and Sassy. It's this shade. I've only used this shade twice, and it was in March. But yeah, I didn't use it April either. For D, we have the Daisy from Daisy Marquez palette, and we already hit pan in it in February. For E, we have Eternal from the Prism palette, and I haven't used this March or April. For F, we have First Defense from the Distortion palette, and I used it one time in March. For G, we have Gruel from the Mean Girls brand book, and I have not used this at all since January. For H, I have Holiday in the Best Life palette, and in January I hit pan. For I, we have the Icy in the Daisy Marquez palette, and in March I used it 13 times, and in April I used it one time, and still no pan. This has been a pain. For J, we have the Jealous from Mean Girls Profusion, and I hit pan in January. For K, we have the Kiwi shade from the Creme Shop Fruity Smoothie palette, and I used this none times at all from March or April. For L, we have Lucid from Daisy Marquez, and I already hit pan on that in February. For M, I have Moneybags in Chocolate Gold Bar palette, and in March I used it one time, surprisingly. For N, we have New Wave in the Subculture palette, and I didn't use this any times either. For O, we have Obsidian from the Prism palette. I hit pan in it in February, so we're done. For P, we have Puree from the Sweet Peach palette, and I actually used this shade twice in March, and so we hit pan. So this is officially out. For Q, we have Queen in the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I didn't use this either. For R, we have Rosy Haze in the 35i palette, and I hit pan on this in January. And then for S, we also used Spellbinding from 35i palette, and I didn't use this March or April. For T, we have Thrown in the Prism palette, and I used it one time in March. For U, we have Umbre the Sun from the Milani Angular Muscle Matte. I used this shade twice in March and none in April. For V, we have Vacation in the Best Life palette, which is this purple shade here, and I didn't use this either. For W, if you guys don't remember, I changed out the WT Fuchsia shade from the Smashbox, and I put in Watermelon from the Fruity Smoothie. This shade I used twice in March. For X, we had Express from Fade into Hue, and I hit pan on that in February. For Y, we have the yellow shade from the Zulu palette, and I used that shade one time in March. As for Z, we're back in the Fade into Hue, and our shade was Zygus, this purple, and I used it one time in March. So yeah, y'all can tell A to Z Project Pan was not my month for March or April. Honestly, April I think I only used one shade. Honestly, I don't even know if I'm gonna use it for the month of May because I'm still on my tutorials. So if y'all want to go follow me on TikTok, I hit up 1K on TikTok and YouTube. I'm gonna do giveaways, 2 different giveaways for both platforms, so y'all should subscribe and go follow. Anyways, now we're gonna go into my Modern Renaissance. Like I said, I don't know what happened, so I'm just gonna go with the whole palette. The only shade I have used is Raw Sienna, and that has been twice. You can see it. I think I have got this pant though. I don't think I had a pant, or if I did, it was really small. But yeah, now it's like really big, almost done with the Raw Sienna, and I've used that 2 times. That's the only shade I've used from this whole palette. As for my Desert Dust palette, I didn't use this palette a single time. I didn't even open it any single time, so they all look the same. So I'm actually gonna tell you my goals, because I do have some goals for May. Let's hope that I can actually like do them. I do want to finish Raw Sienna because it's just a transition shade. I want to finish Raw Sienna. I also want to finally hit pan in Icy, because Icy's been taking up every single day, and that's the only shade left in this palette, so I want to get rid of a palette, you know. As for my Desert Dust palette, I just want to use at least 2 shades one time. I'll be happy with that. I think that's all that I can feel like is accomplishable in the next month, considering that I'm still doing my tutorials. I'll see you guys in my next video that I'm posting really soon because I already edited it, so yeah, we'll be seeing that this week.
I have
a lot of new eyeshadow palettes, and then I choose this one, the one that y'all probably can't get, when I know I have eyeshadow palettes that y'all can get right now.